Alrighty, and we are live. Welcome everyone to another episode of Good Pickins. We are on number 52, I believe, now.
Hey,
So I guess officially a year. If we're,
yeah, yeah.
you know, I, and
About as accurate as it's gonna get.
yeah. And speaking of it being a year, I decided to take it upon myself to do a little giveaway tonight. So if you guys
Oh, nice.
are just tuning in,
Surprise,
strap on in.
surprise.
We'll probably do it about halfway through, maybe 30 minutes of the way through. And yeah,
Nice.
we'll do a little Amazon gift card giveaway. And I'm excited. A little celebration. A
Let
little
me turn that
celebration for the
down.
time. So,
Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I guess I should have thought of something too, huh?
dude, no, it was honestly like a last minute thing. I was thinking about it earlier today. I was like, should we do a giveaway? We should do a giveaway. And then like
Yeah,
I honestly kind of like held off on announcing it cuz I really wanted the giveaway to benefit the people that show up week after week,
right.
and come hang out at the live streams and all that. So
Yeah, that
not
makes
just people that
sense.
want to cruise by and be like, "Oh, I might win a gift card," So,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, that's why I don't do any giveaways on my channel because I'm not trying to have a whole bunch of people that come for just a temporary giveaway and then never hear
Yeah.
from them again.
I mean, I think it's fine, like every now and then, to like do a celebration of something. But if you're doing that to like try to grow your audience, that's definitely
Yeah, it's
not
not a
the
way to
way.
do it.
What's up,
Yeah.
Fly Days? And what is up,
What's up,
Hillary?
Fridays?
Miss
What's up, Hillary?
Lachey? Good evening. Good evening.
Hey,
How are you
go
guys?
ahead and get this pulled up over yonder.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do it to it.
Yeah.
Getting that chat open.
Yep.
Gotcha. Also, I got a couple
All right.
questions for you. Have you
What's up?
used the podcast feature on YouTube or even understand what it's about? Because
Mm,
I like basically YouTube was like, hey, we put some of your live streams under the podcast feature. And I was like, that's cool. I don't know what that
I didn't even know
does.
there was a podcast feature.
Yeah. So like now if you go to like create the create button, you'll see like
Yeah.
go live, upload a video. Now there's a podcast thing.
I
So
know. See, upload video, go live, and create post. That's all I have.
oh,
So you're in some beta stuff or something.
maybe. I don't know.
You
But
got the
it's
exclusive.
but it also like automatically moved over some of the lives that we've had to the podcast
Nice.
format, and I don't know what that does for us, but maybe that exposes us a little bit more. I'm not sure, but if it
Yeah.
does, if this is your first time here, my name is Ray. Some people call me Nabyar. That's Marcus over there,
What
and
up? What up?
some people call him Dixon's Pickens. But yeah,
Yep.
welcome to our weekly podcast where we flip every week. We go from my channel to Marcus' channel every week. So, yep, yep,
Yep.
yep. In your description, it says podcast, right? But it also is in Marcus's description too. So I don't know
Mhm.
why he didn't get chosen. Like
I'm
why?
not turtle enough for the turtle club.
you know, let's get this guy a turtle shell. Let's
It's all
get this
right
guy.
though, man.
Yeah.
You
So
know, yeah,
100
I'll be on
eBay
the
note.
lookout for it.
Friday says 100 eBay notifications. Marcus is bragging. Yeah, yeah. No,
No,
I
it was
think that was a
actually
regular text, wasn't
it
it?
was actually a YouTube notification for this live stream
Oh,
going
okay, okay.
live.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. Just in case,
If it's you guys will know if it's eBay because it'll either be the cha-ching or it'll be the what's it called? Uh the dreaded sound. It sounds like, return request getting opened. You
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I tried to set up notifications on my phone to like make something clever, but it like only lets me choose the sound alerts that are in the phone. It's like by default, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it kind
Yeah.
of sucks. Like I can't have like a cha-ching or anything cool. So I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe I'm doing
So
it
your
wrong.
phone doesn't cha-ching?
No, it doesn't.
Have you tried uninstalling the app and then reinstalling it? That's what happened to me. I got a new
No.
phone. I got a new phone and it didn't work. So I uninstalled the app and then I reinstalled it and all the sound effects worked just right. Only
Oh.
thing is after like all my offers and all the sales were the register, were the cha-ching sound.
Yeah.
But now after reinstalling the app, the only thing that actually cha-chings is a sell. So when I get an
Oh.
offer, it's that sound that boom, like not like the cha-ching, the other sound where it
Yeah.
sounds like where you get a message from a buyer or you get a return request open or return delivered. So
Yeah.
it's that notification. So every time I hear it, it's like, man, my like heart just starts. I'm like, is that an iNet waiting to happen? But
Right, right.
turns out to be an offer most of the time. But I'm still so used to it being a bad sound that I don't like it.
Oh, I
You know.
get that. I get that. Like I used to have the sound notifications on my old phone and then like
Mhm.
it was too jarring, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to
Yeah.
have that, just waiting to like upset me. But on my new
Right.
phone, well my new-ish phone, I got this phone a little while ago, but the default sounds did not work at all. So I went in there to like the app notification or app permissions, I
Yeah.
set up a sound, but it only allowed me to pick from the default sounds of the phone. So my like sales notification tone is just like a generic like I don't know. I don't
Same
even.
old
Yeah, it's just
ringtone.
like yeah, it's
Yeah.
basically just like yeah, like a super short ringtone, and I'm just like, that's not that
That
cool.
sucks.
So I just have it
Yeah.
now to where it buzzes, and then it also gives me the push notification, so I can just I can glance at my phone and not even unlock it,
Yeah.
and then I can see like okay like a return has been delivered or I sold something and I need to actually
Yeah.
open the app, versus
Right.
the sound. so
Yeah. 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 I get it.
so yeah. What is this link, Fly Days? Sometimes I'll be out in public and the cha-ching sounds just blast during a one-on-one conversation. Yeah, right. You're just at the like the checkout register at the grocery store, just cha-chinging.
Yeah, man. The when I was out at like yard sales, like trying to negotiate a deal, and then like my phone goes off and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna sell the stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I got over it and I was like, you know what? So what if they know if I'm gonna sell this stuff? Because I am. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So then I stopped being all worried about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honest with people. I'm just like, I was at the garage at like a neighborhood wide garage sale on
Mm,
Saturday, and this guy just straight up asked me, like, do you buy and sell? And I'm like, yes, I do buy and sell. I
yeah,
collect too. But I was looking through a bunch of vinyls, and like, yeah, I mean, Zesty and I do collect some vinyls, but I was like, most of these, the vast majority of these, yeah, I'm going to buy them from you, and I'm going to resell them. So,
yeah,
it is what it is. And I ended up getting
that's
some
cool.
really good vinyls off of that guy too, which was nice. The backstory was kind of interesting too because the guy had worked at the local library and local public library,
Mm,
and apparently they had a ton of vinyls that they were getting rid of, and they allowed the employees to go through the vinyls and take what they wanted. And what he had at his garage sale was the leftover vinyls, and there were some straight slappers in there. Like,
nice.
I mean, it was crazy to think that. I mean, I guess maybe the people at the library weren't in the mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna sell these sort of thing, So I don't know. It
Yeah.
was cool. It was cool that happened. So
He said the link I sent is what the non-cha-ching eBay notification sounds like. He pulled up a YouTube video of what the eBay sounds like.
that's funny. That's funny that exists.
Yeah. Dude, my ringtone that I used to have on my cell phone, it was so annoying, man. And my little homeboy used to drive me over and he's like, why don't you just change the ringtone? And I was like, I don't know. I've never thought of that. And so like he looked it up on YouTube and this annoying ringtone had like 250 million views. And I'm just like, why? Why is somebody listening to this annoying sound?
Bro,
It's crazy. I guess
like
there's a sound for every.
you just turn that on like repeat on somebody's phone just to
Yeah.
bother somebody. Like that's straight
Right.
torture, bro,
Yeah. Yeah,
That is
man. It'd be
straight
hilarious.
torture.
Miss Lachey said, "What's going on with the booth these days?"
It's funny that you mentioned that. So Zesty had just made a post the other day on her Instagram where she was like, "I need to make some episodes for the channel," and I was like, "I agree." So
Yeah,
yeah, be on the lookout for that. I mean, the booth has been going really well. We've been going pretty regularly, and the new stuff that we've been putting in has been selling like hotcakes. I mean,
that's
I
good. Then you
don't
guys are picking better stuff.
well, it's not only that, but it's also just introducing different things into the booth. Like we never had
Mm,
cassettes or CDs before, and
yeah,
they're like our bread and butter now. Like that's
nice.
what's honestly aside from video games, like that's what's paying the rent every month. And then
Yeah,
you'll get Zesty's, bangers of like the other day we just sold like it's like more of like a grandma swag sort of like jacket, but it sold for like $30, and it's just like
Nice.
she's got the eye for that stuff, and
Yeah.
that's what really kind of it works in a yin and yang situation where,
Right.
the lower sell stuff is just paying the bills, it's keeping the lights on, and then Zesty's stuff kind of comes over the top and makes us the dollars. So
way to go, Zesty.
yes, but we still do want to do a whatnot auction for a bunch of good VHS that we have, because we don't want to put all the good VHS in the booth. So
Of course not.
yeah, we gotta.
So have you had a whatnot show yet?
I haven't.
Done
No,
one yet, right?
nope. I've been dragging my feet these last couple of weeks. I've been meaning to do one. I just haven't done it. So
Jessica says their booth is doing terrible right now.
oh, you
Pretty
need to.
sure it's because we need to revamp it.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. So we try our best to at least rearrange stuff if we don't add a ton of inventory.
Yeah.
We've had these two things. It was a Hot Wheels Gravedigger plastic case, like a big like carrying case sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
We had one of those in there, and then we had a vintage Barbie lunchbox, and they've been in there since we had like two booths. So like a year and a half ago.
Wow.
And, to the point where we were just going to take them out and put them in a garage sale and let them go for a couple bucks or whatever, just to recoup our money. And they finally sold for both for full asking price. And it was just because Zesty went to the booth the other day. She restocked some like CDs and stuff, but that was about it. Like, it wasn't a big restock. And they sold. They both sold like within 24 hours. So
nice.
Sometimes it's just nice to go in there and,
Way to go, bro.
shuffle it around. So
yeah, it gives it the appearance of new stuff.
exactly. Or if you move something from the bottom portion to the top, it gets more at that eye level.
Visible.
Yep. Unless you're a toddler crawling around in the booth, which that could be too.
That's a possibility. Yeah. Absolutely.
So. But yeah, to answer that though, Ms. Lachey, definitely be on the lookout. We're doing good. But Jessica, I hope that the revamp goes well. Vide said, not a fan of whatnot. I mean, I get why people don't like it, but I also get why it's a good platform to sell on. So
I mean, I don't really have an opinion one way or another because I don't sell on it yet, but I do know that if you're just trying to get started and you don't have a following, it's going to be hard for you to make money right away unless you just got very, very desirable stuff.
Right.
And all you need is like 3 people in there to bid on it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'll say like if you go on Whatnot and you do like card breaks, like card packs and stuff like that,
yeah,
you could grow in your popularity really quick. A guy that used to kind of be like in the circle of like car people that I used to hang out with way back in the day, he just randomly, like I saw on Facebook him like posting a bunch of cards from card pulls, and stuff like that, and he's just been killing it on Whatnot, and he didn't have any sort of like social following before that. He was just a guy that really loved baseball cards and stuff. So
this dude's out there talking outside my window.
Okay, I was like, you seemed kind of distracted. So I was like,
got this neighbor out there, man, and it's like every time I go live, he wants to sit outside the window and talk.
I mean, I can hear him,
Yeah. Hopefully he'll shut up.
I mean, hey, maybe he's just hyped about the giveeway. He's just
maybe, man. maybe.
No, I could tell it's distracting you.
Yeah, it is, man. It's super annoying.
It's all good. Well, I mean, hopefully it doesn't interject too much on our end, but also hopefully
just
it doesn't.
Let me know if it gets real bad, so that way I know if I need to go out there or not.
It's all good. I also want you to be engaged with the conversation too. So
right, yeah.
No, but it's all good. It's all good. Just made a sale because I hit the thumbs up button. See, Hillary knows. That's literally how it goes. So
I hit the thumbs up. Hopefully I'll make a sale too.
Honestly, if you hit the thumbs up, there's also a good chance you might.
Whoa, no way, dude.
Did that really happen? You're kidding.
Oh, guess what?
No. It went the wrong way. It went the That's
That's
too funny.
crazy.
That is too funny, man. I'm sorry,
The
but that
dreaded
was
sound, man.
the
I'm glad the
timing.
sound wasn't up.
The timing was
Yeah,
impeccable there.
yeah, it was. That's crazy, dude. It would have been fire if that was an actual sell, though.
Yes. I was gonna
But
say if you hit the thumbs up button though, you have a good chance of winning the giveaway gift card later. So just putting that out there. Just putting that out
Hillary says, "Tell your neighbor we said hi."
there.
I think he
I
went back
mean,
inside.
it sounds like it anyway. I can't believe like the sound was that loud. I guess if they're
Well, the
talking,
window's literally right there, and he's
yeah,
standing right outside of it. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
it's like it's in the same vicinity as my AC unit, so it's like crystal
You
clear.
can't win.
No, not at all. Well, this apartment's not set up for me to be streaming right here either. But
Right.
there's no outlets. There's no outlets over there in that area of my living room. So all the outlets are over here on this wall. There's not
Gotcha.
even an outlet over here where my TV is. It's
Gotcha.
coming from over this way too. So it's kind of tough.
Well, you have a bedroom, right? Just set up in your bedroom. No big
Yeah.
deal.
No, man, not at all, dude. Because then I already don't have much room in there, and then like, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
I
no,
guess I could. I've
I get.
streamed in there before.
You don't want to have like your workspace and your sleep space kind of
Yeah,
overlapping. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what
yeah.
I did when I lived with my sister and our friend Maggie.
Mm,
It was I had like a big giant green screen in the corner of my bedroom. Like I
yeah,
had my whole desk set up and everything. It was crazy. I honestly wish I had a picture of that room so I could show you guys, but I don't know where
yeah.
one is. It's floating around somewhere, I'm sure. But Jessica
Yes,
says
he'll pop in.
we are thinking of doing a 25% off sale for a while, move some stale inventory and refill. I mean, yeah, that would be an excellent idea. I
Yeah,
think that's kind of what we did before we moved in a bunch of cassettes and CDs. We just did like a 15 or 20% off sale, like towards the end of the month, because ours, I don't know how yours goes, but ours goes by month. So, if you want to do like, halfway through the month all the way till the end, do 15 days or whatever, probably be probably be good. Do it right before the weekend too.
right.
So,
Um, Flyder says now I have to hit the dislike to cancel the return.
yeah,
Yeah,
you have to fight the universe.
it's probably still not going to work. The person said they're too tight and they can't button them. I don't think
Oh,
people are checking their measurements. Like people put on weight and then don't realize it. It
yeah.
happens to me all the time.
Well, I mean, it's either that or like, they're buying a new brand or a sub brand that they've, never like I got some Levi shorts last year, some khaki Levi shorts, just cuz I
Hmm.
wanted like a simple pair, of just khaki shorts. And
Yeah,
get them from Amazon or whatever, and I'm like, dude, these are hugging. They're hugging me. Like I could not move. I felt constricted. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. I felt very constricted, and
yeah.
my dumbass didn't return them in time. So yeah,
You got stuck with them.
I got
Did
stuck
you
with
list
them.
them on eBay?
I'm going to. I think like that's
How long have
honestly.
you had them?
Uh,
Since last summer, didn't you?
it was like late last
You just been
summer.
hanging on to these since last
It
year,
was
just
it
chilling.
was well, of course, fall rolls around, winter rolls around. I'm not going to wear them.
Yeah,
And so, but I
yeah,
know I busted them back out and I was like, oh, these khaki shorts. I wonder if they're going to fit me any differently. Nah,
no,
wishful thinking.
yeah,
Like they somehow stretch during the winter time. Like
right.
they cold stretched. I don't know.
Uh,
uh,
let's see. Hillary said, uh, I should have the neighbor on to be a guest on the next live. He clearly wants to be a part of the action.
dude, that would be hilarious. That would be
Yeah.
hilarious.
What's
Internet.
up, Miss Q? Hey, y'all. Finally laying out the massive pile of clothing for my death pile to start listing tomorrow. Making myself get through it before I list anything else. Wish me luck.
Love
You
that.
got it.
Love that.
We're gonna crush it.
Miss Q, I am right behind you with that. I am probably going to take some sort of content break next week, whether that's only one video, no videos. I'm not 100% sure, but that's when the Zesty videos are going to come in. Is next week hopefully, and I'm putting myself on super mega sourcing probation, like not just regular sourcing probation,
Yeah.
super mega sourcing
Super
from it.
mega.
Super mega. And I'm getting all of my clothing listed, all of my hats listed again because the hat pile is it's getting bigger, but it's not as big as it was before I
Right.
had that crazy run with those. But Internet Shopping said, I'm waiting for Big Daddy Government to step in on the card pulling thing. Some consider it to be live action gambling. It is. It is. But I think they are basically walking a gray area, a gray line with that. So, I mean, you could even debate that, some of like the systems that they have in like MMORPG video games, like if it's pay to win, like you could consider that gambling too, you know?
Mm.
If you can sell the items, like have you ever heard of like the Counter-Strike skins? Do you know what that is? Do you know what Counter-Strike is? Okay, so like Counter-Strike is it's a first-person shooter, but you can
Mhm.
buy and sell skins for guns and knives in the game, okay?
Right.
And some of these skins can be thousands and thousands of dollars. Well, you
Really.
have to buy these crates or keys to these crates to open the crates to have a chance to possibly get a
Mhm.
skin. So in a way, it is a form of gambling. And
So like, yeah, it's a game of chance.
yes, so like with these card breaks, you know what card breaks are?
Hmm.
So like yeah, with these card breaks, it's virtually the same thing. Like you pull your money together to open an unsealed box of cards, and if you
Yeah.
hit a big one, you hit a big one, and that's if
Yeah.
you don't, you don't.
I mean, I could see that.
So
I it is really a gray, a shade of gray. Like it's. I think it all depends on who you ask.
yeah, I mean
It is a chance, though.
exactly. Like I don't see that as long as you are of age to gamble, I don't see why it should be an issue. Like you're an adult, you should be able to
Yeah.
spend your money and use it how you want. So,
Right.
you know,
uh,
go ahead.
Friday says he's he said, "No way. I like the live and sold a Disney Black Diamond Classic VHS for $1 gazillion."
Wait, what?
He's full of crap. He's just joking. There's
Oh,
no way he sold a Black Diamond VHS.
wait.
You don't get it?
No, I
Like, the
don't.
Disney Black Diamonds are supposed to be, like, worth, like, thousands of dollars.
Oh, okay. I
Supposed to be, like, they're not really worth that much. It's like another money laundering thing,
Hi, buddy.
like the Beanie Babies.
Okay, okay, gotcha. That was over my head. I'm sorry. That's funny though. Yo, Cha-Ching King coming in with a smooth 5. Thank
This is
you.
as close as to
Is
this is
it
as close to gambling as I get.
Wait, what's the gamble? Will Ray
Right,
show a
but
nip? I don't know. Who knows?
Mm,
No, thank you though, Ching King. I really appreciate that, and thank you for being here. And I hope that $5 gives you a little extra luck in the giveaway, which I cannot set that by the way. So don't like
yeah,
super chat and
yeah,
think that that's gonna add anything to your
right.
chances. I'm actually gonna pull it up live. We'll do it here in like 7 minutes. And we're gonna give away an Amazon gift card if you were just showing up as our
Right.
year giveaway. So
Yeah, mate.
yeah, yeah. Purple Hustle said might have found a potential supplier for vintage clothing, dude.
Nice.
That's like that's the golden
Hopefully it goes
spoon.
through.
That's something like yeah. You have to hold on to that if you find that. I know Marcus
Yeah.
has been just trying to find a plug for regular clothing,
Trying, man. It ain't
and
working.
it's hard enough.
Yeah.
So
It's definitely a lot harder than I thought it would be.
Marcus and I are going to start spending weekends welding up clothing donation boxes. Like,
Yeah.
you know what
We'll
I'm
have to do
saying?
something. Gotta make something
So,
shake, that's for sure.
you know, Miss Q said listing clothing is worse than pulling teeth. It's not that bad. Come on,
Yeah.
not that
It's
bad.
I could think of much worse things to list.
What do you think is the most annoying part of listing clothing?
Uh the item specifics. How many item
Ooh, yeah,
specifics
that's
there are.
that's good. That's good. My first inclination was to say the putting it in a bag. That sometimes gets really annoying if it's like a bigger garment. I find
Yeah.
that really annoying. I don't know.
I mean, I've gotten it down to where I have big enough bags for bigger items. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like I use two different size bags. So it's really it just slides right in the bag real quick. But the annoying part about the bagging process is now that I have a VA, I have to take a picture of there's like these little cards I don't know if you could see on the back of my couch. See those little white pieces of paper on the back of the couch?
Yeah, yeah.
Those are cards that specify the gender, if there's a defect, what kind it is. So it's like one that says distressed, one says holes, one says stains, one says boys, girls, men's, women's. And so like
Gotcha.
shuffling through the correct card to put it on in the photos,
Yeah.
that adds time to it. So like doing 90 sets of photos takes like 6 hours.
Yeah,
It's
I could see that being a little it gets in the way of like the smoothness
yeah.
of the process, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Whereas before I was taking sets of photos in like 2 to 3 hours, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was doing 70, it was taking me like 2.5 hours to do the whole photo process. Now just adding 90 and putting those cars in there, it's added it like a whole nother 2.5 hours onto the process, man. So that kind of stinks, but I don't have to do any listing. So
Well, yeah, I was going to say does it outweigh the time that it would have taken you to list those things, right? Like
yeah. I mean, but at the same time though, like um if I was to if I was to try to do it a lot faster, like really like put some pep in my step, I could do it. But it's with the crate that I do everything on, it's kind of lower than the proper height that I need it to be. So like my
sure.
back starts to hurt the lower it is, and like the faster I move.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully I'll be able to get something figured out, situated to where it doesn't hurt my body as much. To just the repetition of like bending, and it's like going through the bends, man.
Sure. Sure.
So
Yeah, you gotta get like a hiring and lowering desk like Zesty has now. You know,
yeah, I'm gonna get one of
adjustable.
those.
Dude, it's so
Yeah.
nice. She loves it. She absolutely loves it. It was like it was worth every penny.
Where'd she
Yeah.
get it from?
Amazon, I believe. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting one from like I don't think it lowers though. Raises and lowers. I was gonna get one from like Walmart, but it's probably like the basic, like
They have like
it's
have
probably
a
not
hand.
electric.
Yeah, like a
Yeah,
hand crank. I mean, even then,
yeah,
I mean, it's still worth it, because in that
yeah,
way you can kind of use it as you need it, sort of thing.
yeah,
Maybe even replace it like as your main computer desk too. I don't know if you have
yeah,
enough room, but just a thought.
yeah.
Internet shopping says there's been a lot of activity around regulating all these microtransactions, Fortnite crates, etc. Right. There is also a lot of talk about taxing virtual goods, like WoW characters. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's all a marketplace. Like it all is within
It's
reach
the
of like
metaverse.
of possible taxation. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if that happened. So yeah. Oh no! Jessica said officially in tornado watch, hoping it passes before it turns into a warning. Sucks. Well, listen. With that being
Yeah.
said, let's give Jessica a chance to get in to the giveaway. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Let's do it. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and we will yeah, we'll get it done. Give me 1 second here, guys. We got to move this over. And if you guys are wondering, if you guys just got here, again, we are giving away a $20 Amazon gift card for a year of podcastage. And there will be one thing that you guys need to type into chat, and I'll tell you that in a second. Just give me a moment here. All right. So, the keyword is going to be pickle, exclamation pickle. And you guys can go ahead and start entering now. Just put in exclamation pickle into the chat if you would like to enter to win a Amazon gift card. And it's an e-gift card, so you don't have to do anything crazy. I will just email it to you. And yeah. Does it look really like dark on the screen to you, Marcus?
Not really.
Okay. I was just wondering why it looks so dark.
Well, I mean, I guess it does.
Well, either way, I just want you guys to see.
But like on OBS, it looks fine. On YouTube, it looks dark.
Oh, really? That's weird.
Yeah.
That is weird. But yeah, guys, exclamation pickle. Enter into the
Yeah.
into the giveaway. I didn't even
With a
know that there
pickle with
was.
a question
I
mark.
didn't even know that there was a pickle emote. That's funny. That
Uh,
is funny. I'm just gonna read some chat while we're waiting, I guess.
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, shopping also says I've been doing this since 1999. I've never been given access to a rag house. If you find one, guard it closely. Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
yeah. I mean, literally, that's a golden spoon right there. It's not even a
Yeah,
silver spoon. That's a golden spoon. You know.
yeah.
So Oklahoma is crazy this time of year. Makes me consider moving every year. Yeah, I know people that live in Oklahoma as well, and they like it's you must have a storm shelter there to live.
Yeah,
Like it is a requirement. I'm pretty sure it's a requirement by like real estate laws in
I
Oklahoma
could
to
see
have
that.
one. You know, I'm don't quote me on that. I mean, Jessica, you could probably answer that if you
Yeah.
guys own a home out there. I don't remember if you guys do or not, but yeah.
No, I'm not using OBS. Ray is.
Yeah, it's Scott, right? Cha-ching King
Yeah.
Scott. Scott, if you have any questions, feel free to PM me on Discord.
Yeah, I use StreamYard. I don't know nothing about this OBS.
Yeah, glad to field any questions you might have though. It's definitely a powerful piece of software, but it's got a little learning curve. So,
I mean, everything does a little bit, though. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah, for sure, for sure. But I kind of equate like OBS and StreamYard to like Apple and Android. You know, like one
Yeah.
very much is like very user friendly, like for newbies. You know, and then OBS is like it can be as it can be as powerful as you want it to be, sort of thing. You know, like
Right.
it's not like it's crazy hard to learn. It's not like learning a programming language or anything, but you know,
I could see that. Miss Q said measurements are the worst part for her. Measurements are super quick for me,
yeah,
just
same,
because I do my listens the same exact way every single time, so it's just kind of part of the process. It's like
same.
boom, boom, boom,
I'm
real
glad
quick,
that
one right after the other.
I'm glad that you mentioned the different size bags because I need to do that. So like
Yeah.
basically I have so when I do a shirt, the
hmm
bag is ridiculously too big, like way too big for a shirt.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? But
What
for
size
like
bags are you using?
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. But they're like that stupid in between size where they're way too big for a t-shirt
Yeah.
and not big enough for like really big sweatshirts or like
So
jackets.
I'm using 10 by 13s for the t-shirts and like pants and shorts, and then I'm using
That seems right. Yeah.
12 by 15 for like men's jeans and hoodies and stuff like that. Now
Okay.
some hoodies will fit in the 10 by 13 too. But with those shirt bags, if they're too big in that bag, I just fold the bag in half and then seal it.
Same.
So
Yeah, same.
it just takes up just the right amount of space.
Well, I was gonna say like the poly mailers that I use are 10 by 12, I believe, or something close to that, and they're like
Mhm.
perfect for a shirt. But I want to have it
Yeah,
in the plastic and then in the poly bag. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Instead of just like,
yeah. My poly bags are the same as my poly mailers,
yeah, that's smart.
10 by
That's
13.
smart. I'm gonna have to get
Oh
two different
yeah,
sizes.
no wonder Miss Q hates it. She lists on the floor. So yeah,
Oh,
that's murder.
dude, that's hurting my back just thinking about it.
Yeah,
I
I tried
see.
that.
I was gonna say I
Didn't
see some of you
last.
guys not entered into this. Please, guys, if you are here, exclamation pickle, exclamation pickle. There's still time. You got in, Fly Days. Don't worry.
What's
Don't
up,
worry.
Nita? How you doing?
What's up, Nita? Nita, if you're just getting here, exclamation pickle in the chat will get you to enter into this giveaway.
Ping G.
I'm
What's
gonna give
up,
I'm gonna
Ping?
give you
Did you
guys like
enter?
3 more minutes.
Ping did.
Ping did, yeah. Ping is in.
All right.
Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I definitely need to get some different bags for sure. But yeah, I don't see any way like I just don't see how people list on the floor. That would
Dude, it was murder for me, man. I did it for a little while, and then I was like, you know what, man? I just really don't enjoy doing this, and I went back to selling other stuff besides clothes because
that's funny.
I just didn't want to do it that way.
You were just
And when
like
I got the
I'm just gonna stop selling clothing altogether.
yeah, then when I got the vertical flat lay, I was like, yeah, let's go back to listing clothing now. So I mean, it just makes the
Absolutely.
process so much quicker too. And then like I have
Absolutely.
everything where I need it. So it's like right in arm's length. Like just grab it, list
Yeah.
it, take the photos, bag it, tag it,
Send it
bada
on its
bing,
way.
bada boom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We got a new face in here, Mayra. Welcome, welcome.
What up, Mayra? Is it Myra or Mayra?
It says Mayra.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
know.
I'm reading it.
Uh,
That's how I'm reading it.
that is a new name.
All right, guys.
Welcome, welcome.
Do you wanna drum roll us, Marcus?
I mean, I could.
I'm
I don't really want to.
fine, fine. Don't do it. All right. Okay, guys.
Do that
Here we go.
emojis.
In 3, 2, 1, we're gonna roll this and see what happens.
What about this? Nail biter.
Congratulations to Jessica.
Nice.
You won the $20 Amazon gift card. Just PM me on
It is
Discord.
Myra.
Oh, it is my bad.
I was right.
My bad. It's Mayra. I'm my bad.
Yeah. It is spelled like Mayra. How many times have you gotten that in your lifetime?
My bad. But congratulations to Jessica for
Yeah,
winning that.
congratulations,
And
Jessica.
PM me. I will send you your Amazon gift card. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jessica's the champion.
You are the champion,
Yay.
my friend. Okay, let me stop presenting here. All right. And we are back. We are back.
Hey.
How's sales been this week?
I mean, man, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or nothing, man. So I'll just try to not talk about it, man. Because
Bro,
people,
brag away.
but
Brag away.
I'm not bragging though. But there's people that are not doing the greatest right now, and it's like, here I come, having record sales, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just be quiet over here.
I
So
don't think there's anything wrong with just acknowledging it. You don't have to brag about it, but
yeah, I wasn't gonna brag. I just wasn't even gonna bring it up.
I mean that's fair. That's fair. I mean, mine have been a roller coaster for sure, but overall pretty down, pretty down, like 10% down. So kind of
Really?
stinks. Yeah, yeah,
Wow, man.
kind of
That's
stinks.
tough, brother.
But I mean, now the garage sale season is back upon us. I feel much more confident. I honestly feel more confident with sourcing hard goods than just like going straight media. So
I would think that, media is a game of volume,
it is. It is.
because of such low margin.
Yep.
So while you can make a ton of cash at it, you got to be selling like 100 items a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Or just finding banger media all the time, which
Yeah,
is
which
really
is
hard.
very hard to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I've pulled a $180 game and a $80 game out of the bins recently, but like, you're
Yeah.
just not finding that,
Yeah, that's not an everyday thing.
every day, every other day,
Yeah.
every 3 days.
Yeah.
So
And when I go to the bins, I'm easily pulling out at least 10 items that I could sell for over $30. You know what I mean?
exactly right, right.
So, it's just much more consistent.
No, I agree. I agree. I mean, there's a
Yeah.
crap ton of clothing out there, and there's a lot of more. There's more
Well,
reception to it. You know what I'm saying? There's people are way more into clothing than they are into video games. I think. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know, honestly, because I don't play video games and I don't wear very many clothes. I have the same wardrobe. But what I do know is that um, with the type of stuff that you're finding at the bins, it's just the regular run of the mill stuff that it's just not very special. So like with you picking up so much of it, while you can still sell it all, I just don't think, like you said, one $180 game, and then one other item that was just high dollar ticket stuff. So like it's like, how many times do you have to go to the bins to get that ratio of return?
Sure, sure, yeah,
How often are you pulling out bangers like that?
right,
And it's not very often. So uh kind of just got to do what you got to do,
yeah,
just try to sell as many items as you can. But then with media being such a tough category to sell in, if you're not pulling out all the bells and whistles and like free shipping and all this other stuff, like, while there's still money to be made, the guys that are doing all the things, they're the ones that's selling hundreds of items a day.
right. Oh yeah, for sure,
But that's a grind though,
for
man.
sure. Oh
You
yeah,
know,
it's yeah,
Trust me,
absolutely.
man. I feel it. I feel it when I sell things for, $5, $6. I'm like, not making very much off this, like making 236 per item, you know what I
Yep,
mean? But
yep.
it's still better than losing money.
We've all been
That's
there.
for
Like
sure.
when you go check your sales metrics and you look at the net profit and you just go,
So
Yeah.
my net profit per item, my net profit is 850. So I make 850 per item, which I would like it to be above 10. But
Sure.
there's items that I sell for, $5 because they're on sale for 70% off. You know what I mean? So that's going to bring the metrics down.
Well, you have
You
to
know,
remember though, your cost of goods, I mean,
right,
is roughly a
right.
dollar per item, when it
So
all
I'm still making money, but at the same time, like if I was to sell more of my items for, if they weren't on sale for such an extremely, high discounted price, then I would be making more money off those items. But those are old items that have been around my store for 400 days plus.
sure.
So they're like marked to move. Like I just sold a pair of boots earlier for $4. Like,
Hey,
get those things out of here, man.
right,
You
right.
know,
You probably lost a couple bucks on that one, but hey,
I might have, but I think my break even price is 350.
Gotcha.
So I might have made 50 cents on it, depending on
Yeah.
the shipping too, because I might have charged calculated shipping on it. It's that old of a listing.
Wow.
Uh, so yeah, you never know. That
Yeah.
might be why it took so long to sell, man.
Maybe. Maybe I definitely have some old boots that need to get moving for sure. I did sell a pair when I ran that 20% off coupon. I might try to do like a 20% off coupon in the middle of the month or something when like people tend to have the most money, I feel like. I don't know, first or
Yeah.
middle of the month. I don't know. We'll see.
I got a
We'll see.
20% off coupon on my store. It's been converting pretty well. I went from the 25 down to a 20, and
Yeah.
I don't really notice any difference in the amount of sales I was getting with a lower coupon.
And that's hey, keep rocking it,
I'm still sending 25% off offers though. So like if
Sure.
someone gets an offer from me, it's going to be for 25% off.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah,
For sure. Myra said, "No worries. It's in Spanish. So many people say it wrong, man. That's me. I'm sorry.
makes sense.
I'm sorry, Myra. I'm sorry." Hillary said, "No need to be shy about your progress as a seller. We're all on different roads." Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not like Marcus. It's not like we're gonna like green light Marcus into bragging about it. He's just gonna be all high and mighty,
Right. Well,
But
then that's the thing. I just don't want to seem like I'm all coming off trying to rub it in anyone's face or
well,
anything
I'm
like that.
I'm telling you right now, you're not. If that means anything coming from me, you're not.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro.
Dixon's are way up because he's working like crazy. I bet it's not luck. I mean, also that. I mean, he's
Well, Scott's got a way higher average sales price than any of us do, so I know he's making some bank too,
yeah. I
because
mean,
he be finding them gems, boy. Like for real.
I need some of that luck.
Yeah,
uh,
there's money in bulk media, but it's a lot of work. So,
yeah,
yeah,
it's definitely. I mean, it feels good to list like 15 to 20 a day sometimes, but if they're all $8 DVDs, it's kind of like, is this worth it?
yeah,
So
right.
yeah, that's the struggle. That's the struggle. Scott said this week I picked up a 1960s Peanuts mini vase, an accordion, and 3 saddles for camels. I think there's something wrong with me.
Nice.
What the? Okay, first of all, where are they riding camels that you got
Right. Camel
a
saddles.
saddle?
Yeah,
And I love the fact that you got a 60s Peanuts mini vase because that sounds
yeah,
very niche and sounds very high dollar. And
yeah.
honestly, I wouldn't know what to do with an accordion if I had found one in the wild.
Sell it on eBay. That's
I
that's what
mean,
you do.
do you know how to
I
test
sold a
one?
trumpet.
You
No,
sold a
I sold a
trumpet?
trumpet, and I didn't know how to test it. I sold it for $700.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
I looked it up in the thrift store and I was like, "What do you guys want for this?" And they're like, "We'll take $70." And I was like, "Hang on one second." I went to go look it up, and I was like, "Do you know if this thing works?" And they're like, "I don't know. Like, does a trumpet not work?" And I was like, "I mean, I don't know. It wasn't a trumpet; it was a saxophone." And they're
Oh,
like, "Does a
okay.
saxophone not work?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, is there some type of method I need to know to test this?" And they're like, "You put it in your mouth and you blow." And I was like, "I'm not putting my mouth on that thing."
Yeah,
So
because like, because aren't there like certain brass instruments where you have to like mold your lips or like hold your lips a
that's
certain
the
way?
breed, I know that, but, like, you could buy another mouthpiece, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean,
which I'm
that's
sure the person did,
yeah.
and then, like, the pads on the note things, I don't
Oh,
know what the
yeah.
keys are called, but the pads that are on the keys,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
uh, you wanna check those for, like, dry rot to see if they need to be replaced, but I just sold it as I was like, look, man, I don't know anything about this. I'm just listing it the way that it is. There's some scratches on the exterior. I put it up for 700 bucks compared to what everybody else was selling it for, and I think I got an offer for 600 or 650 or something, and I sold it.
Yeah,
Shipped that thing out for 20 bucks. I was like, all right, let's go. And it's so quick too, like in a week. I was like, nice.
that's amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing. I love stories like, dude. I mean, it's just crazy how much musical stuff goes for. Honestly,
yeah,
it's honestly crazy, especially some of that older stuff, or if it's like very niche, like a
yeah.
saxophone, because like obviously anybody could find like a violin or something. Find
This
where
is the
the
only instrument that I found out besides like drums and like broken guitars. You know what I
sure,
mean? Which are pretty common. But
yeah,
like, an actual like brass instrument or something that, can go for good money. Like, yeah, it was the only time I found. I've seen somebody that had a clarinet for like 1,000 bucks. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna get that at a yard sale. You know
oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no,
Nobody's got that kind of money running
no,
around at a yard sale.
no. Speaking of like kind of cool older stuff like that, did come across a sale this last weekend that had some old typewriters, and while they look
Mm,
cool, I have no idea if they're valuable or how to even approach something like that.
yeah.
But I mean, even stuff like that, I know they're a Ben's buddy of ours, Mark. He picks them up. He loves old typewriters and stuff like that. And I'm just like, man, if
Yeah. I
that's
could
the
see that selling though for like a
oh
collector.
yeah, I mean for
Yeah.
sure. It's there's definitely collectors for it, but I don't know. I wasn't gonna mess with it, especially because like I don't know how much to
Yeah.
even pay to feel comfortable with
Right.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. Internet shopping said places like Declutter only make a few cents on average on each piece so far for
Yeah.
a normal person to do it. There aren't enough hours in the day. You almost have to sell in lots or in bulk. Yeah, I mean, you have to have your process down pat. Like
Mhm.
you have to be on the level of like James, my boring reseller, where you're just like you know exactly what
Well,
to do.
Declutter's like bigger than James though. You know what I mean? So that's
It,
where he looks at Declutter store to see what's going on in their store to find out what's going on in his own store.
oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Because they're like much bigger than him.
I
So they're the big guys.
I thought
You know what I
Declutter
mean?
was an actual website or an app. Okay, but gotcha. So
It
they're an
might
eBay.
it might be. I don't know who they are, but I know that he looks at their page or whatever. I'm
Gotcha.
assuming they're on eBay as well, because when he's comparing sales and like looking for anomalies in the algorithm, he checks Declutter store and then he checks Tech and Sports store,
Okay.
which Tech sells clothing. So I mean, like James sells clothing too, but I know that at least in multiple videos, I've heard him mention those two stores when he's checking metrics to
Gotcha.
see um, the size of stores, because I think Declutter's got 100,000 items listed or something, and then he's got 49, and Tech's got like 40, or whatever he's down to now because he's flying through his stuff. So
Is there a list of like the biggest stores on eBay?
yeah,
Is okay. I didn't
yeah,
know
I
if there was
forgot what
a
it's called.
yeah, I'm sure
There's
that
a
there's
website.
some website that aggregates it.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah, there's a website. Scott might know it. Scott, what's the name of that website where you find out your eBay placement?
Also, Scott said they're made from wood with leather cushions. That sounds badass. I want to. I if Scott, if you're part of our Discord, uh, will you shoot a picture of those over if you have them handy? I want to know what they look like. I think that's cool. I really do. Miss Lachey says it's all a grind to me. Clothes versus media. You don't find bangers all the time. Mainly bread and butter stuff. I mean, no truer words have been spoken. So unless you have a lot of buying power, like if I had if I had 5 grand right now, I would be going and probably buying out collections of video games, at 50-60% of their value and flipping those.
Yeah.
That's what I would be doing. I
So
don't
this
have that
thing
cash flow.
says secondsell.com is the number one seller on eBay, but
You want to pull
I
it
don't
up?
know.
I want to see it.
It's on. I just Googled top 100 eBay sellers.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to find. I thought tech would be on here, but eBay shipping supplies is number 30.
Are you looking at marketplacepulse.com?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of World of Books. I've definitely heard of them. That's so crazy that people have feedback in the millions.
Yeah,
Like Music Magpie has almost 17 million lifetime feedback, which is nuts.
yeah, it's crazy.
I'm excited to get 1,000. I'm about to hit 900. You know what I'm
Nice.
saying? So
Congratulations, bro.
thank you, thank you. Yeah,
I don't know what
there's
I'm
some
at.
crazy ones in here. But
Uh,
honestly, like the gap between some of these smaller stores and the bigger stores is pretty
yeah, it's
large.
yeah.
Like it's pretty large. Oh, okay. No, never mind. I thought that was actual listed amount. Okay. This
I
one
think
goes
that's
off
just feedback,
feedbacks.
right?
Yeah, this just goes
Yeah.
off feedback. Gotcha. Well, I
So I don't
mean,
know how to find store size.
yeah, I mean, but that is kind of indicative though to like, show a store size is how much feedback they are getting. What is this?
Yeah.
One in 1 month. In 1 month. Because I mean, obviously, you're not going to get feedback on every single item, but yeah, that's interesting. Rich in deals. I like the name of that one. Rich in deals.
Yeah, man. I wish I remembered what the name of that website
It's all good. I was just rapping.
was.
Yeah, I was just rapping. Just curious. But yeah, no, Miss Lachey, you were absolutely right on it. I mean, unless you have the buying power to get higher end stuff all the time, I mean, you're getting the bread and butter. Scott said the saddles were in a loft in a garage in Duluth, Minnesota. I mean, if I were to like guess a place that had saddles, no, actually, I take that back. It wouldn't be Minnesota. The guy brought them home from the Middle East where he was when he was there in the 50s. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. Yeah, what a place to have those saddles though, Minnesota.
Right.
I mean, you could be riding a camel out in the snow. I don't know. Would camels die in the snow?
Probably.
I don't know. Like, are they? I don't know. Miss Lachey asked, "Are you still looking at books, Ray? And do you look for them other places than the bins?" The short answer is no. The long answer is Amazon removed all of my books from my inventory for whatever reason
Dang.
after I shut down my FBA account. Even though I moved all of my FBA books over to my FBM side, they just got rid of my inventory. So now I'm just like, wow, I don't feel like entering these again. So that's where I'm at. And I haven't been looking for books, but I have been collecting some just like notable authors, and I'm gonna lot those up. So yeah, yeah.
That's crazy. Some of these stores are huge. I got lost down a rabbit hole, man.
Marcus is over here just like gawking, like,
Yeah. It's interesting, man.
oh yeah, for sure.
I need to
I
get
want
off there.
I want to know like I wish there was a site. I bet there is something that you could write to like to find out, basically how many items are moving in and out of a store a day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, there
what's
probably is. I'm sure there is.
I mean, you
Kind of
always
like the social blade for eBay.
yeah, exactly. Kind of. Yeah, I mean, cuz like you always say like you pretty much, you should be selling what like a third of what you list today, basically.
Like half of what you list
half of
today.
half of what you list today.
Yeah.
So like that gives you a rough idea, but I just think it would be cool to see like how much bigger stores are listing per day
Yeah.
versus how much they're selling per day, because you in theory the bigger store that you have, you should be able to technically sell even more than you list a day. Technically. I mean, if
I
you
mean, you would think so. You would think so, but eBay throttles the traffic though. So it's
sure,
weird. You know
sure.
what I mean? Like I don't understand why they do that, why they do it that way. Uh but like you would think that so like right now I'm selling like 35 to 40 a day. So you would think that if my store got up to 12,000 items or something like that, that I'd sell, 50 to 60 a day
Sure.
without even increasing my listing goal. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to happen like that though. I think I'll always sell like either half of what I list or either right up to the amount that I do list. But probably there will be days where I go past, but like probably not many of them.
Yeah, I'm curious to see the progression, when you finally get to that point where it's just like, all right, I should be selling 60 a day now.
Yeah,
Am I doing it or am I not?
yeah.
But do you think it's really going to take you listing 120 items a day to sell 60? I mean,
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so either.
I would hope not, man.
I mean, I think that as long as you're listing like in demand items at competitive prices, you obviously are promoting. Like it shouldn't be.
I sold 43 items while I was listing 40 a day. So
Yeah. So there you go. I
it's
mean,
possible.
it's
You know what I
it's
mean?
not going to be every day,
No. That was
but
the only day it's ever happened.
oh
You
really?
know what I
Just
mean?
that one time?
Yeah.
Huh.
I've never sold more than what I list.
I've done
That
it
was the only day it's ever
I've done it
happened.
probably 2 or 3 times, but I mean, again, we're talking, when I was listing 10 a day, there was a
Yeah.
couple days where I sold 12 or 13
Yeah. Okay.
in
So
one day,
I
but
guess that's happened then when I was smaller, but now since I've been listing, higher double digits in my what I call higher. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Since I've been listing 40 or 50, like I've never sold more than what I list except for that one day. And
right.
now I'm at 50 a day, so I'm trying to if I sell 50 in one day, man, that's the goal for the year is to be able to sell 50 a day.
Well, I
So
think
if
you're
I
going to get
if
there.
I reach that point, then my goals will be achieved
Yeah.
by the end of the year. Because I did have a monetary goal, but then I'm like, man, I don't know what the market's gonna be like this year. I just want to get up to selling 50 a day.
Yeah,
So
and I think we talked about this a few podcasts ago, but you're just going to you're going to be beating yourself up and like that's not
yeah,
going to be good for the mental.
right,
I
yeah,
think just,
exactly.
having that listing goal and then having a selling goal per day,
Yep,
that's the way. That's the way to
exactly.
do it. Scott said I'm drawing a blank on the website. I don't really use Discord, but I'll get pictures tomorrow. Yeah, sweet. No pressure on joining the Discord. I was just saying
Yeah, no, no, no.
if you're
Yeah,
part of that. Miss Lachey said a lot of those big box store or media stores are sus. Of course they are. Check out the negative reviews. They sell a lot of trash and deceive people. Oh yeah, I mean half of those stores are probably using stock photos and not listing the condition issues
right,
and
right.
you know
And so, like with the 15,000 negative feedback, I think the feedback's on a percentage, right? So, like you can get if you sell like several hundred items a day, you could probably get 20 negative feedback every day, and it wouldn't even change your metrics.
Yep.
Like you'd be at like 100%. Even you know what I mean? Just because the sheer amount of volume you're doing, you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
So,
eBay's
um,
gonna turn the blind eye on that. You know, they're gonna be like, hey, you're still selling hundreds of items a day.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, hundreds of thousands of
So,
dollars in revenue a year for them.
well, because I know for like tech store, like he's got 100,000 or 100% negative feedback, and he'll have like thirty negative feedbacks. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think he said at one point in time he had to get like 1,000 negative feedback before it to even change him from 100 to 99.9.
I mean, what I wonder, like, what that would even. What were the majority of feedback? What was that? Like, what was
I don't
the
know. I
root
didn't
of
really
that?
check.
You know?
Uh, a stain or something on an item, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I mean, I guess once you get more detached from your business, I'm sure that there's more quality
Yeah,
issues that slide, and then you're going to get
yeah,
more returns, more negative feedback, so on
yeah,
and so forth. Just the nature of the beast. So
yeah.
yeah. Internet shopping says we sell Funko Pops, a lot of them, and we have trouble keeping a thousand listings active. But those listings are multiple quantity. I don't know that your sales are a function of the amount you list rather than the quality of the items you list. It can go both ways.
I think it's got
Uh,
both.
it can go. You can either do a turn and burn store, or you can do a really quality store, or you can do
Hmm.
both. I mean,
Yeah,
I think that there's some really low dollar items in my store, like some DVDs. There's probably
I
some.
know I got some low dollar items.
There's like some scrubs and some T-shirts that are probably
Yeah,
$3-4. But I've also got sealed $150 video game in my store, $250 Rock Band set. I mean,
yeah,
$150 video game. I mean, it just depends. So
yeah.
yeah, but I mean, again, if you list five insanely quality items a day that are valuable, then you should do okay. So Alrighty, guys. Well, it's been fun chatting tonight. Again, congratulations to Jessica.
Congratulations, Jessica.
Yep, for winning the gift card. Really appreciate you guys hanging out, and I really appreciate you guys being here. And that's kind of again why we didn't like super blast out this giveaway. We kind of wanted it to be, something that you guys can benefit from for being here, and we appreciate y'all. And to another year, you know, and
Yep.
yeah, you got a video coming out tomorrow morning.
Yep. It's uploading right now.
There you go.
It's been uploading this whole time. Let's see what
Perfect.
percentage we're at. 53%. Gosh,
Okay.
it's so slow.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we appreciate y'all. Good night. Have a safe night. We love y'all, and we'll see
Take
you
it easy,
guys.
friends.
Yep, we'll see you guys next week for some more action. Peace out, guys.